Our next guest always dreamed of becoming a mom, but when she finally became pregnant, she received devastating news about her unborn child. Take a look.
I knew from an early age that I always wanted to be a mom. I had 3 miscarriages. The doctors had told me that probably I couldn't have kids. It was heartbreaking. I can't really explain the feeling, but I really wanted to be a mom. My boyfriend decided to try for a baby. I had taken probably 6 pregnancy tests because I didn't believe it. It was very emotional. I was pregnant. She was a miracle. When I had my first ultrasound, the baby's femurs were 3 weeks behind in development. My thoughts were, I don't know if my kid's gonna live or pass away. At 37 weeks, I was having mild contractions. And finally, Sophie was born on March 19th.
She was perfect in my eyes, but I knew I saw how short her legs were.
The head pediatrician had told me that she had the most common form of dwarfism.
It didn't seem like that was the right diagnosis. Looking at her, everything was proportionate other than her legs.
After we were released from the hospital, I had made an appointment with a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. And the specialist looked at me and said, she has PFFD. It's pretty much premature femurs. They're underdeveloped. In some cases are very fragile. We were told that we didn't know if she was gonna walk or what she was going to be able to do. It was heartbreaking because you don't know if your kid's gonna walk, you don't know if you're gonna need assistance or when any of this will happen. At this point, I became a single mom, and dealing with everything was overwhelming. When Sophie was about 1, I had started doing research on the super hip surgery. The super hip surgery would allow her to be active and move around on her own. My biggest obstacle is finances. Sophie's almost 2 years old today, and what I really want for my daughter is to see her take her first steps.
And join us today, Sophie's mother, Angelique. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And what is the biggest struggle for Sophie?
Sophie's biggest struggle every day is not walking like a normal 2-year-old should, you know. And she doesn't really crawl. She rolls everywhere or uses her arms to move.
Does she have any cognitive delays, or is it mostly physical?
Sophie does not talk. She maybe says dada and mama. She says no, and that's about it. She babbles like, you know, an 8-month-old. Yeah. But her biggest delay is physically.
So I know you're a single mother. How is your support system? Like, who's there to help you?
My mom and my family supports me. My best friend supports me, and that would be my support system.
I can tell that this is a struggle for everyone, but that your love for your daughter is so deep.
My love for my daughter is beyond the galaxy. That's what I could pretty much say. I'd do anything for her.
Well, and that's why she's lucky to have you as her mom.
Yeah.
And we're actually lucky because Sophie is here. You all want to meet her? Yeah. Sophie's gonna come out with her grandma Hope. Come on out. Welcome, Hope. Make yourselves comfortable. We can scoot down just a little bit. Well, we do have a little something for Sophie. Our friends at Discovery Toys are going to give Sophie $1,500 worth of brand new toys. Grandma, you know Sophie likes to play with toys, right?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.